Hey, in this 5-minute quickie today, I'm just going to talk about, well, I know I talk an awful lot about stopping, pausing, and just being in the moment. I talk about stopping, pausing, and just looking for beauty. Because again, that brings you into the moment, into the present. But I was thinking just this morning, which made me want to record this, is about 4 years ago, I recorded something about perfect footprints. And I thought, well, let's talk about it again, because stopping, pausing, looking for beauty, being in the moment is absolutely awesome. But there's another way. Well, there's a way to enhance that, I think. But also you don't have to look for beauty. You can do it actually anywhere. And what it is, it's this lovely saying. It's called making perfect footprints in the sand. You see, I was taught this by a guy in I think it was master practitioner. My master practitioner of NLP. And again, it was to be centered. Because if you were giving a presentation, you were talking to somebody, yes, you need to be focused on what you're doing or listening, but you need to be centered in yourself. And therefore, it's a matter of not just becoming centered in your body, but actually the whole of you balanced. And I know I don't talk about balance very much because I talk about harmony, but this is being in balance, just physically in balance. So if you can imagine, if you've got shoes on, imagine you haven't got shoes on. And imagine that you've got sand. You're on a beach somewhere and it's gorgeous, just for the moment. And as you stand there, you could just sway backwards and forwards just a little bit. Because when you do that, you'll find that spot where you just feel you're not forward, you're not back, you're just right. You're making that perfect footprints in the sand. And you might go sideways, just sideways. There you go. And then you find that center too. So if you just stood here for a moment, you're perfectly balanced. In fact, if you stepped away, you would find those footprints in the sand were absolutely wonderfully straight because you're in balance. But I wanted to add to that. And this is what this guy told me. He said, you make those perfect footprints in the sand, but what could you add to it? And it was as if I said, well, just think about your center. It's just that, just 4 inches below your belly button or around that area. Some people think it's in the sternum, but just somewhere in that center, which is your natural center. As you're making those perfect footprints in the sand, put your awareness into the center of your body too. Because now you're feeling absolutely centered. Because you've got that balance in your body and now you're in the center of you. And just for a few moments, it feels as if, to me anyway, it feels that there's nothing else happening in the world. It's like a no-mind state. The no-mind state is where you can feel everything, you can see everything, you can hear everything, but you're not thinking about anything. It's all happening at once and you're aware of it all at once. And that's a beautiful place to be. You might even call it maybe the void or pathway to your void. I don't know if that's going out there, but it feels so good. And when you're here, you are in the present. And then I thought, that's a wonderful thing. You can do that making coffee just while they're waiting for the kettle to boil. You just balance yourself. Forward, backwards, sideways. Get that balance. And then center into your body. Become aware of your center. Now, could you take that another step further forward or into something else? And the word is yes. Because when you're in that perfect place, if you go into a wonderful place, such as I don't know, the forest. If you've got a forest, if you've got a tree, just look at a tree, imagine it's a forest. If you're on the beach, if you're just walking, like to do it on the cliff top, you just look out into that vast horizon. Make those perfect footprints in the sand. That little sway, backwards, forwards, sideways. Then center myself. And I imagine with my peripheral vision, I am connected to everything. I might even feel as if my feet are rooted now into little old planet Earth. I might sometimes feel like the universe is coming through my head. It's all very weird, very weird. But if you could just imagine that sometimes, you know what? It's a wonderful thing to do. It's like a form of meditation. It's a form of mindfulness, I guess. It's a form of just being quiet and quiet connection, because it doesn't matter what's happening. No one knows you're doing it. It's awesome. So it's something you can do. All I would suggest is do not do it in a crowded place, because when you connect, you want to connect to peace, nature. There's too many people you might connect to all their busyness, and we don't want the noise of their busyness. So you've got like 3 steps. Perfect footprints in the sand. Then you've got perfect footprints in the sand and being centered. So balanced and now centered and balanced. And then in connection with the whole of whatever. I don't know. It's just something I wanted to repeat, because, you know, if we keep I had to remind myself of this, and just doing this now for you, with you, I really felt as if I'm back into me, which is weird. I'm sorry, getting weird. Is this personal development? Yes, it is, I think, because it's a matter of being present in the moment, but also being present with yourself. I hope you enjoyed that. I really do. And if you could please share this, share the video, share the audio, if you would, because I think it's so important for other people to, or everyone, not other people, but everyone we know, to be able to just take a moment, because you don't have to do it very long. You're just doing it for a short while and becoming present in the moment, mindful, without all the mindfulness and the being at one with the world. You're just being at one with yourself. So if you'd share that, that'd be awesome. If you liked it, if you enjoyed this, please do email me, feedback@Personal Development Unplugged, and let me know your thoughts, and let me know the type of things you'd like to go even deeper with. We can do longer podcasts, or just a little 5-minute muse to get you thinking. Anyway, enjoy. And please don't press that subscribe button too many times. Just once will do. Have more fun than you can stand, and go fly.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, welcome to the 5-Minute Quickie. And if you're new here, just a little explanation what a 5-Minute Quickie podcast is with the Personal Development Unplugged podcast. But it's basically me just musing, and hopefully getting you to muse, to think. Think about different things just over, say, 5 minutes, and maybe you'll take them away. Those thoughts, develop them, and maybe we can develop them together in a longer podcast. Sometimes they'll be, well, they're never 5 minutes, I tell you that now, or very rarely. There may even be a little process there, I don't know, but it's things that I've come across, read, heard, and just something I want to share with you. Just to think and to probe and get ourselves in a way that we can just keep striving to be that little bit different, a little bit better, so we can be the change we want to see in others and be the change we want to be in ourselves. Just a thought. Just becoming aware of maybe what is new, what we can do. When we start thinking of things like that, I believe it means we start to create those things as well. Because you have a feeling. The feeling that those thoughts generate, and that feeling will, I think, resonate into action and results. Anyway, that's a quick roundup intro of the 5-Minute Quickie.